captain's armband, it becomes along with a responsibility. For a club as big as Celtic, it comes with a responsibility, and it's something he's obviously lived up to.
You mentioned Jota there, so he's a stick-on to be in your team of the season so far, I would have thought.
I mentioned him, but he's not getting out. He's on the bench, absolutely. And the reason, I'll give you the reason. So the front three I've went for was Martin Boyle, who's been sensational. 14 goals he's got this year, 27 appearances. He's been absolutely electric for Hibs this season, and he will be moving forward. He'll be a big part of them climbing the league and pushing towards European places. Kyogo, again, it's obvious he's been I think it was at John, it says that's been his player of the season already. I think you would be hard pressed to argue with that. I think there is a few contenders, but again, you could make the case it's only going to be a matter of opinion who you would actually go for, but there's definitely a strong case that he could be player of the season so far. He's through the middle, but I'm going to go for Tony Watt. I'm going to go for Tony Watt based on, again, like I said, I don't want to throw too many old foreign players into the mix. Jota has played less than half of the league games for Celtic, and that's appearances, whether it be subs or starts. I know some of these appearances have been absolutely sensational, they have in his play, but I just think he has missed a bit of football. When you look at Callum McGregor's got 30 appearances for Celtic, well, Jota's got 14. So he's playing less than half the games, less than half the league games, and I know the impact he's had on that team has been really, really good, and his performances have been excellent. But Tony Watt at Motherwell,
who's the league's top scorer,
who's playing a slightly different role as well. He's not the focal point as number 9 all the time, and Van Veen's been that guy. Tony's been kind of sometimes plays in off the left, but he's maintained a level of performance. A lot of people level things at Tony about maybe not being a hard working team player. Well, I see him working very, very hard for the Motherwell team, doing his shift, and he's still been able to maintain a level of goal, which is, again, with the greatest respect to Motherwell, to have a Motherwell player at the top of the scoring charts at this stage of the season. It's not after 2-3 games, 5 games, it's after 20 games. So he's had an outstanding season, so I think he fully deserves his place in the team so far.
You'll be hearing from Alfredo Morelos that you haven't picked him. 13 goals, 4 in his last 5, 6 in his last 8,
and he's come back into really, really good form of late under Giovanni. There's a lot getting levelled at Alfredo in terms of lack of his box presence, I would say, towards the end of Stephen's time at the club. And again, I could see a lot of improvements in his general game, but Alfredo's a goal scorer, and like you say, he's got back on it. But the way I'm playing it with this team, with the 4-3-3, I think it was either Kyogo up front or Alfredo up front, and I just think Kyogo just has the edge.
Kenny,
tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.